False prophets are peddling a vision of Islam that is irreconcilable with tolerance and modernity and basic science. Today's terrorists can kill innocent people, but they don't pose an existential threat to our nation, and we must not make the mistake of elevating them as if they do.
They're sneaky, dirty rats. Sneaky, dirty rats. Sneaky, dirty rats.
How's that for change? You know, if I made an action movie about President Trump, I'd call it Executive Action. The tagline, in a world where presidents did nothing, one man did something.
In a world where presidents did nothing, one man did something. Executive Action.
Yes! It's true. President Trump has done more things this week than I do in a year. This is what men do, I guess, who don't drink. It's scary. He's signing all sorts of crap. He's like Chuck Norris with a pen. It's weird. It's like he's treating this like an actual job, the kind where people actually review your work. It's so unpresidential. And when he's not doing something, he seems irritated or bored. It's like he's addicted to results. He's not a commander-in-chief. He's a CEO, which I guess beats being the teacher's pet like his predecessor. And the critics can't keep up. They're like cats chasing a fish truck. Trump is all news all the time. When he breaks wind, we break in. He vowed to end sanctuary cities, and why not? After all, sanctuary cities sound nice, but they aren't. It's like wintry mix, which sounds like a dessert, but it'll kill you. Or Montezuma's Revenge, which actually sounds like a tasty drink. But I wouldn't drink it. Or maybe I would if I were in a movie. Sanctuary cities are the perfect left-wing dream. It sounds morally superior until criminal illegals kill citizens. Now, Trump also addressed terror and refugees sensibly. Extreme vetting. It's vetting, but more extreme. It makes sense. So it's no wonder protesters' brains are frying like spam on a hot sidewalk. But nothing he is doing is actually intrusive. The moratorium, enhancing border security, removing criminal aliens, hiring border agents, helping crime victims, none of these actions are as remotely interfering as Obamacare, Solyndra, the Iran deal, pardoning traitors. Do the protesters even see that? No, their heads are so far up their asses they can tongue their own tonsils. Meanwhile, that was disgusting. Get it out of my head, Greg. The media's being a mess. They're so out of shape after 8 years of sucking up to Obama. It's like watching a flabby arm wrestler take on an MMA fighter. It's like me trying to lift weights after a month in bed stuffing Twinkies down my throat. Trump's less a president than a manic Swiss Army knife. The media has just one tool, but Trump has like 70. You think you got a handle on the nail file, and out pops the corkscrew. It's kind of fun to watch. Let's welcome tonight's guest. He's so country, his pickup truck drives a pickup truck. Country music legend Larry Gatlin. She's so bright that in Maine, she's considered a lighthouse. Kennedy, host of Kennedy on Fox Business Network. He's so big that mountains climb him. TNA wrestler and Fox News contributor, Tyrus. And like a Smurf's blood, she's always blue. National Review reporter and Fox News contributor, Katherine Timpf. All right, Larry.
Yes.
Good to see you, music legend. How would you rate Trump's first week?
You told me not to quote Sophocles or something because nobody knew it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to quote God.
Okay.
People have heard of him. Well, there's a thing in the book. It says, "Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." In this case, the lefties shall know the truth, and it shall really piss them off, you know? So the way I look at it, every day that the liberals and the progressives are torqued off, it's just a little ray of sunshine in my life.
Yeah, you've been happier.
A breath of fresh air.
Yeah,
so he made them mad. He must be doing. I thought he was great. Like you said, he actually came to work and did a job, did something.
Kennedy, I think his strategy is to throw so many punches that it's like, how do you defend it? He's signing this, he's doing that, he's talking to that person. He's a whirling dervish of dervishness.
Absolutely right, Greg.
Yes.
And whirly indeed. So I think what the left and particularly the progressive media are waiting for him to do is either exhaust himself and punch so many times and so hard that his arms fall off.
Yes.
Or spin himself into a fit of dizziness that he can't recover from. But it's funny because, you know, you asked what kind of a week he had, and there was so much. I mean, it was so voluminous, the number of executive actions that he signed to begin with, that you're actually going to need some historical perspective. You're going to need context and time to really figure out what this week meant, and we can't do it in 1 week.
It's just too much, Kat. I find myself sitting in a corner weeping. I'm so overwhelmed. How does the media respond to something like this? It seems like they're in a panic mode.
Yeah, they're responding kind of, can't help but notice how conservatives responded when Obama did the same thing his first couple days in office.
Yes.
Doesn't matter whether you agree with them or not. It's important to remember that when Obama came out with all these executive orders, the GOP literally sued Obama,
yes.
King Obama. So it's important to remember, you know, I hope he uses all the branches. You know, you can be happy that he's going through what he said he would if you voted for him for these reasons. But I'm still a fan of small government.
Me too.
Yeah.
No, this is a good point. Tyrus, I mean, this is not a conservative government anymore. This is actually government in action. He's actually doing stuff. What do you make of this?
I think he's setting the table. He's obviously cashing in on what he did on his campaign, which kind of helps because the people who voted him like, yeah, good job. But he's kind of pushing his Republicans in a corner to where Obama waited too long. He lost the House, he lost the Senate, and then he got in all the obstruction. He's setting the table. This is the stuff we're going to do. You guys go figure it out. The executive order, he still needs them to get things done as far as funding and things like that. But he set the table. So if somebody has an issue with it, they'll be outed very quickly.
Yeah.
So he's very smart business-wise.
It's a loyalty test, Larry.
Well, see, let's think about the parties for a minute. The Democratic Party that John F. Kennedy was a part of no longer exists. So I would
well, most of
offer
those people are dead.
Yeah, they're not around.
It's from historical perspective.
Oh, thank you, Larry.
Don't interrupt. I'm old. This is a career move, and I need this business. So what I'm saying is, so maybe the Republican Party, and I'm a conservative, you know. I really am. I'm a Republican. I have an R beside my name. But maybe that, with him, maybe that party doesn't really exist anymore, or very small fragments. So we're seeing a total rebuilding of both of them as they're scrambling around. I'm for small government too, but if it takes big government to undo the crappy big government we had, I'm all for him. Keep signing that crap.
That, you know, it's they can't beat him, join him, Kennedy. It's like we've been small government for so long. Where did that get us? Well, I mean, you're into smaller government than even I am.
Yeah, I want an anorexic government. I want the government to be smaller than an Olsen twin.
Yeah, oh my goodness. That's a small government.
Like a 1994 Olsen twin, to be completely honest. But the one thing that I do love is as people are scrambling to make sense of some of these executive actions, and it's really hard to tell, like, are they authoritarian? You have to read the language very closely before you pass judgment. But most people want to pass blanket judgment as though he's declared war on China already, but John Bolton's not.
But he hasn't done anything he didn't change any laws. He's just enforcing laws.
What I love is leftists are so upset at this amount of executive power, and you have to realize his predecessor concentrated this much power in the Oval Office over 8 years, as did George W. Bush. President Obama campaigned on limiting that kind of power. He only expanded it, including the surveillance state and droning American citizens.
Yes, that was good.
The phone in the pen thing, when Obama said that, all conservatives were like, you're not a dictator! But now Trump is kind of doing the same thing, and they're like, yay!
Yay!
Sorry, but I have to point out that that's just true.
But you know what? We live in an era, hypocrisy doesn't matter anymore. anymore.
No.
Right? It's
apparently not.
And we deal with obstruction all the time.
Yeah.
Your own party can cut your ankles off from underneath you. Ask Obama. So why wait for them?
Yeah.
These are my plans. You know what I was going to do. Here we go.
All right, I got to move on.
If you're being hypocritical, if you're honest about being hypocritical,
No, then you, that's true. That's true. That's a good point.
I didn't like it when he was doing it. I like it when our guy's doing it.
There you
It's
go.
fine. It works for me.
That's
It's
your
true, like,
T-shirt.
it's true. Like, I am very small government, but if I were president, I would first sign executive order making it a crime to not text me back.
Exactly. I am for small government, but if I became president, executive order would kill everybody with a man bun. Would I do that?
I think they do have a droning program.
I
think there was a man bun droning draft order.
Yes, there was.
You know, it hasn't been officially signed. But.
Yes. It's a disgusting trend. All right, we got to move on. We have so much to cover. Still to come, President Trump says torture works. As everyone who heard Ashley Judd last week, we can all agree. Oh, that woman's got issues. More issues than a newsstand. But first, here's a quick preview of the rest of the show.
Coming up on the Greg Gutfeld Show, meet an enterprising group of dogs who want to join the labor force. Why your morning commute just got a lot more rough. Plus, we've got 80 uninterrupted minutes of Joe Biden giving a thumbs up. It's the awesome montage you never knew you wanted. And later, just how good is Lou Dobbs at parallel parking? We've got driving tips from the world's most electrifying newsman. What do all these stories have in common? No Donald Trump, which is why we're not doing them. None of these stories on Gutfeld tonight.
Nice.